live, and we are in Jerusalem, King David YMCA Hotel. YMCA Hotel has this gigantic tower that was built in the hotel. We've been staying here for a couple days, and there are for one of Jerusalem's famous cats. There are cats all over Jerusalem with which to take my picture. I figured that would be very appropriate for Purim. Sorry, that's there because they've got a band. They're getting ready to start the parade, and it's going to be a heck of a parade for sure. It's kind of cool. So I'm going to take you down there, just do a very short live here today, and let you join me. So they blocked off the roads. Can't hotel get my car out of the garage. Yeah, I was in the parking garage, and really, this is going to be, Purim is a big deal. I want to talk a little bit about what I've learned about Purim. If there are people watching from Israel, they're going to cringe, but I'm just going to give you an American's impression of Purim and not all the nitty-gritty details. The bottom line is it's comes from the book of Esther. And it's the time when the Jews remember how they were saved by Esther, and were not genocided by the Persians. Somehow that translates into everybody wearing weird costumes, getting drunk, partying in the streets, and having big parades and parties and stuff. But whatever. It's interesting how you take this what's originally a religious holiday and you turn it into your kids wearing witch costumes and Spider-Man, kings and queens, especially. I'm gonna try to walk better signal. I did see some comments come through. Mississippi, 4:30 a.m. in Michigan, Iowa. That's an organ grinder, and he was singing and playing his little organ. There's kid there. I see a little kid dressed up like a squirrel. There's a girl in a butterfly outfit and a Mickey Mouse outfit, and so even though this is probably a subdued rendition of okay, I think we're back. I'm down here with the dragon, and there's a minotaur or something as well down there. Yeah. So getting ready for the parade. There's a bunch of floats down there, but they're not coming yet. The King David Hotel is right across the street there. Yeah, what he said. People making pizzas. And bread and stuff down here. We got some food. Hey, dog. Hi. Go away, freak. So, again, my understanding here of what this is all about is that if you read the book of Esther, sorry, I'm looking at the guy. Trying to figure out what this guy's doing in the food truck over here. So, if you read the book of Esther, Esther became the wife of King Xerxes, a Persian king, and she was Jewish, but she had to hide the fact she was Jewish. And then there's this guy Mordecai who came and wanted to wipe out the Jews and talked the king into making a decree that they would all be wiped out. But then Esther went in and worked her wiles on the king and got him, helped him understand, that the Jews shouldn't be wiped out. So she saved the Jews. And so that's basically the story in a nutshell. And the Jews were saved by somebody who stood up and was put in place for such a time as this, did did what she was called to do at the time, had the courage of her convictions, et cetera, et cetera. But I think the costumes are something about, reminding us that things are not always as they seem, which I'm not sure how you get from here to there, but that's what I read about this. And then one video I watched, the lady said that Purim is the only. Mordecai was Esther's uncle. That's right. Okay, yeah. Haman was the one who was trying to kill the Jews, and Mordecai told Esther about it, got her to go to talk to the king, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, sorry about that. I was just distracted by all the freaks and weirdos walking by out here. The video I watched, the lady said this is the only holiday where they are commanded to get drunk. I read Esther quite a few times, and I never saw where they were commanded to get drunk. But okay, that's what she said. Anyway, so we've seen a whole lot of parties happening. We've seen, like when we were up in Tiberias, the day before yesterday, we got invited to a Purim party, and I know beauty. They're just having fun. They're not freaks. We're just joking too. So we're just having fun too. Okay. So don't get your knickers in a twist, because we said go away, freaks. Okay. We're not denigrating anybody. All right. Just chill out here. Just take a pill. So we got invited to a Purim party up there in Tiberias, and it wasn't much of a party. It was for all the IDPs that were put up at the hotel where we were. We were the only non-IDPs, I say IDPs, internally displaced people. We were the only non-IDPs who were staying at that hotel. We got there, and the guy said, we don't have room for you. We're all full up with internally displaced people. And I talked to him for a while, and he said, you know what, we've got one room up there. You guys can have it. So it was kind of cool staying in this hotel, and you notice a lot of things different about a hotel that people have been living in nonstop for 5.5 months over a hotel that, typically just is dealing with, tourists. And the thing was, I get the sense that these hotels are they're getting a cut rate, a negotiated rate by the government to house these people, provide them with 3 meals a day. The people get a stipend as well, like 200 shekels per day per person. I think kids are half that or something like that, but that's not enough to live on. And so a lot of these IDPs have lost their jobs. They've lost their livelihoods. They haven't been able to go home and see their homes in more than 5 months. A lot of the people you see behind me are undoubtedly IDPs from up north, and 80,000 people still without their homes up there. So very bad time for them. The hotels, I can get a dress and go as a Democrat. I'll pass on that, thanks. I'm going to appear as myself in this movie. So these internally displaced people are living in a hotel. Imagine living in a small room, one small room for 5 months with your kids. So a lot of these people, we talked to one family, have 4 kids, mom and dad and 4 kids in a hotel room for 5 months, one room. And I kind of made the joke that, well, you're probably not going to get to 5 kids like that. And they said, boy, that's for sure. So it's hard on the relationship. It's hard on the marriage. It's just hard on everything for those people to stay there. The hotels, for their part, again, I don't know for sure that they're getting a cut rate, but I just am guessing that they are, because you see a lot of deferred maintenance around the hotels, where they're not painting things that need to be painted, not fixing things that need to be fixed. They've closed the bar, they've closed the pool, they closed the gym, the amenities that you would normally have for a hotel like that are not open, because it's full of families with kids that would be running around there and causing trouble. And so they're just giving them the very basic. So it's not even as fun as it would be for you and your family to go stay at that hotel, because if you went as a tourist, you'd be using the pool, you'd be using the gym, you'd be having a good time in the sauna or whatever. How much is a shekel? A shekel, it's essentially 4 shekels to the dollar right now, 3.6, something like that. So 200 shekels would be about $50 a day per person for mom and dad. So they're getting $100 a day from the government. I think they're getting half that for the kids. So if they got 4 kids, that's another, $100 a day. So you're getting $300 a day for a family of 4, with a total of 6 people. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I would hesitate to. I'm watching the comments here, and people are saying, Romans 1, which I guess is a stab at the fact that people are dressing up in costumes, men wearing women's clothing and that sort of thing. I don't know if I would go so far as to condemn the Jews for dressing up in costumes on a holiday. I mean, you can if you want, but I'm gonna say, hey, the fact that they've got, like over here, I'll turn the camera around. They've got these kids just having fun. This kid's dressed up like a pirate, and we got people. There's a kid over there dressed up like a piece of toast. There's a mom with bunny ears, and a dad with like bear ears right there, right? Yeah, I mean, you want to condemn people for trying to enjoy themselves and have a good time. You go right ahead, but I'm not going to join you in that. Now, I'm certainly not going to dress up like a girl for nobody, for no reason. That's just not me. You could say maybe that's just my male insecurity coming out, but maybe I'm just not into that sort of thing. But a lot of people here seem to be into it. So we're kind of waiting for the parade to start. It looks like maybe we got some people coming here. I'm going to jump down here on the street level and see if I can. I'm going to turn the camera around. Whoop. What happened? No, I don't want to do that. I made myself black and white all of a sudden. What kind of a parade is it? It's just a parade. Okay, well, I was going to turn the camera around, but what's the temperature? I'd say it's about 55 degrees, maybe, something like that. Now, That's a cute little kid. I wish I could turn this around here. Somehow I messed up. Oh, there we go. There's a cute little squirrel. Oh, isn't she a cutie? She likes the music. Tired of her hat. There's somebody dressed up like a very tall king over there. With an adorable little baby. Looks like they might be getting ready to get started here. You can imagine security is pretty tight. They got pretty high security here. A lot of cute little kids. I think I was told the parade was starting like 15 minutes ago. So either they're late getting started or I was told wrong. This is the King David Hotel. Right here, it used to be 2 stories shorter. You can see where they added 2 stories up there on the top. This hotel was blown up by terrorists in like 1913 or 1930, something like that. There's actually still some shrapnel damage over on the YMCA building over here. We went up on top of the tower the other day, and you can see some shrapnel damage and stuff over there. Yeah, the King David is probably the nicest hotel in Jerusalem. It's a very, very nice hotel. And of course, every spy novel I ever read as a kid, they would go to the King David Hotel. And it's famous hotel. I'm surprised the YMCA is not more famous. If you look at the architecture over here, this is a beautiful building. Very nice. Look at the carvings up there. That is amazing. And there's scripture all over this building. There's Bible scripture carved into the walls. I guess for like 30 years, this was the tallest building in Jerusalem. Right here. Oh, here comes some security. Yeah, it looks like they're getting started here in just a second. So I'm going to stand right here until the parade goes by. We should have just a few minutes. The parade should be going by. Let's see if they've got any questions here. Yeah, they're not putting IDPs in the 5- and 6-star hotels, but they are putting them in like down the street. Let's see, down there. That hotel right there is called the Cassia Hotel, and it's a 4-star hotel. It's very nice. I stayed there. It's $350 a night. I stayed there for a couple nights when I first came right after the attack happened. I was the only person in the hotel for a couple of nights, and then they started getting IDPs in there, and now that hotel is full, absolutely packed with IDPs. That's the one that we went to and took some aid that you guys raised. You guys all donated money for Christmas and or for Hanukkah, and we bought gifts for the kids over there and took it to that hotel right down the street. But they're not putting internally displaced people in these 5- and 6-star hotels. And this one here, the the YMCA is where I'm staying, and it's like it's only like $150 a night. It's pretty cheap. Now um, the King David Hotel over here across the street is quite a bit more than that, maybe like $400 a night. So I'm not staying over there, not on CBN's dime, that's for sure. Look at the little cuties. Do the kids get candy for Purim? I don't know. I would imagine the kids get candy for about anything. So there's a giant yellow weenie balloon thing. I'm not sure what that is for. That's, huh?
For the hostages.
Oh, for the hostages.
The yellow way.
Oh, yellow ribbon. It's yellow ribbon for the hostages. Okay, cool. Awesome. The very first float is a big LED screen that's got a counter on it, a timer on it, that's counting the days and the hours that the hostages have been held in Gaza, wanting to remind everybody of the importance of bringing them home. Okay, I'm gonna raise this up a little bit. Whole bunch of yellow birds. Oh, hi. And there's the LED screen. It says bring them home now. 170 days, 3 hours, 55 minutes, 27 seconds. And the next float is a giant lion. That's cool. And we found Waldo over here. Or Dr. Seuss or somebody. Oh, there's somebody riding the lion. That's cool. Wow, I hope she doesn't fall off. It's a long way down. How did she get up there? She's waving at you, folks. And here come a bunch of little animals or aliens or something. That's a giant kangaroo. Giant kangaroo puppet. Yeah, this is the parade for Purim, and they wear costumes for Purim. So yeah, this is something that's interesting here. One of the things you'll notice here is that there are not a ton of men, because a lot of the men are called up now. They're off fighting in the war. So there are a few. You see some men, but just not a lot. Fortunately for them, yeah, somebody said, do I understand the connection between the costumes and Purim? Yeah, I've had it explained to me, but I still don't, I wouldn't say I totally get the connection. Look at this DJ here. Yeah. The kids are having fun.
That's a good dog.
Cute baby. Yeah, you know, it's good to see them celebrating. I say let them celebrate. They got a lot of things to be somber about, that's for sure. Up here on the roof of the King David Hotel, we've got flags from Israel, the United States, looks like Germany, the European Union, and more Israel. I'm guessing that's a German flag, I'm not sure. Are they sacrificing the heifer this Friday? Everybody keeps asking me about the heifer. I'm going to do a live all about that. So far, I've been able to ascertain that there are 5 heifers that have been brought to Israel that are here, and they have this group of Jews who is preparing the sacrifice or whatever. But I haven't been able to track down any more information than that. And one of the interesting things is that talking to some of the residents here, Israelis, I ask them about the heifer, and they just look at me and they say, "Why are Americans so concerned with the red heifer? Like, it's a much bigger deal to many Americans than it is to the Jews over here right now." Like, the Israelis are not really spun up about this whole red heifer business, but Americans seem to be. So that's interesting. Well, they don't know exactly where they're going to do it. They say the heifers are in Shiloh, somewhere, being hidden. And they say that if they sacrifice the red heifer, it would have to be sacrificed on the Mount of Olives. But, you know, if you look at Numbers 19, the heifer was sacrificed outside the city. It wasn't a traditional sacrifice. The ashes from the heifer were brought into the city to purify things, but the heifer itself was not sacrificed inside the city. It wasn't sacrificed on an altar either. Come on. These guys are taking their time down here. This band is going very slowly. Hello, San Diego. Good morning, Indiana. Hello, Oregon. Yeah, Margie Young, I think you're right. It's American Christians. But actually, I've heard several of my friends who are not believers asking me about this whole red heifer business. I mean, it's getting a lot more play in the States than it is getting here in Israel, I think. I think Israelis kind of see it as sort of a fringe element, and they're not. A lot of Israelis, of course, are secular, pretty secular, so they're not really into that sort of thing. Oh, you got a guy juggling knives down there. Look, even the puppets are playing instruments. Las Cruces, New Mexico. Hi, Penny. It's getting a little rainy down here. Hello, Sacramento. You know, I haven't been to a parade in the United States for years. Of course, I haven't been in the United States much yet for the last few years either. But it does seem like we don't do these kind of group civic things as much as we used to. Everybody's too busy looking at their phones nowadays. Here's the knife juggler. What happens if he drops one? Somebody have to pick it up and give it to him? Look at this poor bored dog. Yeah, I think you're right. The red heifer is supposed to be important for dedicating the temple. Well, before they can build the temple, they have to ritually purify the nation of Israel, and that's what the red heifer is for. So people are saying that if they do sacrifice the red heifer, that would be a precursor to them starting to build the third temple. But you can imagine that's going to make some Muslims pretty upset. There's already a lot of Muslims I've heard that are upset that anybody's even talking about this whole red heifer business. Some Telegram channels and stuff. Oh, did I just read that? Yeah, I don't know where the guy is that they were thinking he might be the Messiah. I think you might be talking about the guy they put posters of up all over Israel. You see posters all over the place of this old guy. I thought he was running for office or something, but he's apparently their hero from some sect of Judaism. So I think maybe I'll walk this way. Hopefully I won't lose you guys, because I'm not sure the connection's quite as strong down here, but I'm going to try to move down here, speed this up a little bit. Looks like some very good food here. I'm hungry. I didn't have any breakfast. This guy's crying. There's a guy here that's armed. There's a lot of people walking around here that are strapped up, wearing their weapons for obvious reasons. A lot of security here.
ארבעה גיבורים קטנים יוצאים למסע הנה הכיפוד עם השיער הצבעוני, הקוצים שלו. הנה הילד המעופף.
Her dress has a bunch of yellow ribbons on it for the hostages. That's kind of the theme this year.
ויש לנו תמנו נערה. כמה יפה. כל הגיבורים הקטנים שלנו עונדים את סרט החטופים.
איתנו גיבור על שאף מעל העננים ויכול להציל עיר שלמה בכוחותו. את ירושלים.
It's gotten about 10 degrees colder since we started this. I bet it's 50 degrees or less out here now. Very cold. And look who we have here. Here's Chris Mitchell. Hey! Shalom!
What's up?
How's it going?
Hey.
Hi, kids!
Say hi.
This is Jonathan Goff. Jonathan Goff is the glue that holds the office together here in Jerusalem. And
There we
yeah,
go.
that's right.
Well, you've been going for a long time there.
Yeah, I've been going for a while. Then it's like 4 o'clock in the morning back in the States.
Yeah.
I'm surprised anybody's on. Is that a turtle?
It's a turtle.
That's a turtle.
There's a flower on top.
Okay.
Earlier they had a cult of the Messiah.
Oh, is that what that
The
was?
big white one was.
Oh, they had a
yeah.
cult of the Messiah.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's like a prophetic statement.
I saw some people with palm fronds.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're sneaking them in there.
They are.
Look at the trees blooming here. Absolutely beautiful.
ואחריהם יש לנו
Beautiful blooms.
ילדה בטן עם פרחים בקנה.
And I think this is actually the end of the. Oh no, there's more. There's more down there. It's 2 a.m. in Washington. What are you doing watching me? Why aren't you sleeping, Margie? I would be
הנה
sleeping.
מתקרבת אלינו הצבא קסיופר.
There's a fire truck. And it looks like an ice cream truck or something. Construction workers. Good morning, Oklahoma. I keep walking this way, kind of see if I can get through the parade a little faster. Oh, we got some people watching from here in Israel. That's great. Thank you for being on, everybody. We got a rapper. Wow, these are cool. Very interesting. These are very interesting puppets. Look at a giant bird puppet. Kind of creepy. There's a guy dressed in blue face. Wow. There's a little fox. Yeah, they do look a bit scary, don't they? I can't even see it. I don't know. I'm not sure what that is. This kind of some kind of steampunk tank or something. It's actually made of wood. I have to go down here. So you guys can see what's going on better than I can because I'm behind a big wall. And they put this fence up here. I don't know why. So I can't see except by looking at the, oh, look. Some kind of Christian float right there. I'll fly away. Fly away, oh glory. Fly away. That's a big float. Big ship. Well, there's the devil. We have a devil and an angel over here. Some kind. Creepy angel. Oh, great. Sesame Street. Wonderful. This is the Cassia Hotel where all the IDPs are. Oh, that's a dress. I have no idea what these girls are. Ghostbusters? Oh, they all have stickers on their chest that say "Bring them home now." And there's a turkey. And that is the end of the parade. Down there. Okay, so I'm going to walk back this way now. All right, so got to see the entire thing. It's getting windy and rainy now. It's starting to get cold. Let's see what kind of comments we've got here. I think the theme for the parade, Anna, is bring home the hostages. If there was a theme, that was the only theme I noticed. Somebody said, what do you think about April 3rd? Some people think Jesus will return to take us away. They call it the rapture. Well, DS, the one thing the Bible says for sure about the rapture is that if somebody tells you it's going to be a certain date, that won't be the date. Parade, yes, I'm finding the parade characters a bit creepy. Yes, some of them certainly are. That's a big boat parade. I'm just reading through the comments here. No, apparently Purim is not a solemn period. It is a party, a celebration. Here's their bird thing is flying and a bunch of fish chasing it. Again, not reading Hebrew, I'm not really sure what all this stuff is about. Some of these have signs on them that will tell you. Some of them don't. There's a lot of people here. And lots of security for obvious reasons. Oh, cool. This little steampunk thing is actually like walking over. This guy is the same color as the tree behind him. You look like camouflage. You look like the tree back there. The tree is the same color.
תראו איך שהוא מפריח לנו מחשבות.
להשאיר
הפורים הירושלמי החורפי. כמה יפה בתוך הראש של אלברט איינשטיין.
אלברט איינשטיין.
מי היה מאמין?
A lot of people down. Oh, I see. There's the Albert Einstein float down there. And they got a little fox. I think these guys are doing they're changing the record. Yeah, they are kind of interesting characters for sure.
וואו, מי שהגיע אלינו, השועל מגיע הבימה.
Yeah, I don't like crowds much either. Actually, the older I get, the less I like big crowds of people, for sure. There's a snail. That's not a very fast ride right there. That's a very slow ride. And this guy's been standing here since I came by before. All right, I'm going to go up to my hotel. And that is the Purim parade. And here is the best costume yet. Little pug dog, look at him. He's looking at this guy like, wait a minute, I'm going to eat who? What is that thing? He's like, what is it? What is it? He's going to eat you, man. The dragon's going to get bitten if he's not careful. Look at this. The oranges are out on the tree. Here, very nice. All right, I'm going to go get a cup of coffee. Thank you for joining us. That's all I've got for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And pray for Israel. All right. God bless you all. We'll see you.